go. Hey, good morning, everyone. Hold on, let me move over because, yeah, the sun. Hey, Julie, what's going on? Hey, sweet orchids, can you guys hear me? Press 1 if you can hear me. If you can hear me, press 1. Hey, KB Careers. We need to talk. All right, Julie, hit me up today on the phone after I finish my scope. Okay, so guys, first of all, I want to say, yay, my girl Elda, Latrice Watkins, she's made it safely in Vegas. I love you. I love you. Have fun. Hey, JJ Love, what's going on? So, Latrice, have fun. Take over in full effect mode. Anyway, now that that's out the way, I am Adrienne Graham, CEO and founder of Empower Me Corporation and founder of Curvy Girl Closet and co-owner of the soon-to-be-launched Busy's Place. Good morning. KB Career, what is your name? I'm tired of calling you by your handle. What is your first name? So I can call you by your proper name. So I can address you properly, you know. Christina. Okay, Christina. That's easy to remember. My cousin's name is Christina. So, the other day I tried to do a scope about big ass scary visions and goals. And I didn't get a chance to do it. I was over by the lake, but some reason Periscope has been tripping on me lately. I don't know what is going on. But that's been on my heart to talk about that subject because we have a lot of people out there who are afraid of their visions. My lighting is horrible, guys. Hold on, let me see if I can adjust because the light. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. It is what it is. So as long as you guys can see me, I'm good. We're good. We're good. So, and I get a little off topic. I'm a little distracted these days because I am on this diet. So I'm going to warn you now. My sisters put me on this challenge. I can't have any, hey, Courtney. I can't have any sugar. I can't have any bread. I can't have any pasta. I can't have any air. I can't have any fun. So, yeah. So, anyway. So I was thinking about these big, scary visions because every now and then I have like these huge visions. It's like every so often God reveals this next level in this journey of entrepreneurship that I'm taking. And each level is scarier than the last, you know, and a lot of people look at it and say, you make it seem seamless. You make it seem like, you know, it's easy to do it. No, it really is not. The first thing I want to point out is when you have those big visions, protect them. Protect them. Now, if you follow me on Facebook, you probably have seen me reference Thieves in the Temple a couple of times this week. Mostly joking, but that is the serious. When I sat and really like meditated and thought about it and prayed on it, yeah, it's like Thieves in the Temple because when you have a huge grand vision, there are people that want to steal that from you. And there are people that want to talk you down from that. And it is no fun when you have such grandiose visions and you don't have anybody in your corner that's going to back you or that's going to believe in you and believe in these visions. Well, those of you who know me, and the only person who really knows me is one person on here, Miss Lady, Julie, knows that I've always been filled with big visions and big goals. And that's just who I am. That's what I do. And it's really scary when you feel like you're on your own. One of the saving graces of Periscope, aside from the nonsense and the garbage that you see on there and the fronting and faking and all other nonsense out there, it's that you have people on there, you know, a handful of people that come with real value and real talent. And you can listen to their words and listen to what they're saying. And you automatically are like, oh my God, they get it. She gets it. He gets it. They understand. Oh my God. You know, and for better or worse, this is all some people have. So when I come on to Periscope, I do it with the intention of informing, of educating, of supporting, and inspiring people because I want you guys to be successful too. If anybody knows anything about me, it's not just about me. It's about me building my brand and growing my business, but it's about how many people can I touch along the way and bring up along the way. If I can inspire just one person to go for their dream and say, screw it, I don't care what people say, I'm going to go ahead and do my business anyway, that makes me feel good. But that's only half the battle when you have those big, scary goals. A lot of times people get stuck because they get scared. That fear, excuse my language, I'm about to cuss y'all, that fear is a bitch because it keeps you paralyzed and it minimizes your actions and your efforts. You have to always take action. If you don't take action on something, it could be getting up and going to look at space. It could be getting up and making those phone calls that you need to make the right connections. It could be asking questions. It could be investing in a consultant. It could be mapping out your strategies on a piece of paper. Listen, I'm the queen of the napkins and the sticky pads and little notes everywhere. I have a notebook. Some of you have seen my little black book. And I have all kind of sticky notes in there and all kind of slips of paper and everything. Because when I get a vision, when I get an idea, I write it down. But writing it down, everybody says, write it down, it'll come to fruition. No. You have to make that work. Hey, Tamisha, you have to make that vision work by taking action. If you don't take action, it's just a dream. And we all could dream. Everybody could dream. Shoot, I live in the land of dreams where Mickey Mouse is. Everybody can dream and, whatever. But if you don't take those baby steps, it could be as simple as filing your LLC. It could be as simple as filing your patent or your trademark, copywriting some content. Those are little baby steps, but they're steps that get you closer to authenticating your brand, into establishing your foothold and building your empire. I talk a lot about that. At one point, I stopped using the word empire, and I still kind of don't use it. I used it the other day on my Twitter when I said, I don't know about you guys, not you guys on my Periscope because y'all my family, but I don't know about you guys, but I'm not here to play games. I'm here to build my empire. And I've never spoken truer words than that, because we can get distracted. We get distracted by people. We get distracted by shiny objects, by things, by pretty marketing tactics, by scare messages and all that other stuff. But you got to stay focused, Get out there and start taking the baby steps, implement that strategy. If you've invested money in a program, and I'm not a fan of most coaching programs. I talked about that the other day. I'm not a fan, but when you find someone who gets it, who understands you, who sees your vision, and dare I say, because it's your vision, but sees your vision and sees beyond your vision to see what your capabilities are, and they are willing to invest that time and cultivate you and work with you, you better jump on that. That's like, let's say you're studying for the MCAT, for the medical college, the exam, the entrance exam for medical school. And you come across a phenomenal program that's taught by people who have aced the MCATs, gone through med school, passed, gone on with their careers, and now they're looking to, teach others how to pass the MCAT and, share their knowledge and help them, groom them so if they're prepared. Hell yeah, you're going to invest your money in that, because you're like, I want to do what you did. I see what you've done. I've looked at your history. I want to learn from the best. I want to learn from you. You're not going to invest in someone that says, you know what, I can help anybody. It's $99 a month and, make money. I sit on the beach with my laptop. Honey, listen, I've been an entrepreneur since 1994. And yeah, there are days when I can go take my laptop to the beach or my iPad or whatever, but trust and believe, that's not where I can spend all my days and night. Because like I said yesterday, Warren Buffett still has to work. Until he died, Steve Jobs still had to work. Dr. Dre still works. Jay-Z still works. Until he died, James Brown still worked. You see where I'm going with this? Sarah Blakely still works. She's a billion dollar brand with a B. Mark Zuckerberg still goes to work every day. So this bullshit, excuse my language, I'm a little salty today. So this bullshit about come join my 6-month program, my 1-year program, and I'll teach you how to work from the beach or from whatever. Right, the end result is not work. The journey is the work. The end results is the value that you've been given by this other person, and the results, the tangible results, increase in revenue. My revenue's gone up. Increased in target market customers. The right people are coming to me now. Not these people trying to nickel and dime me. How many times, be honest, those of you who have businesses on here, how many times have people come to you and they wanted advice or they wanted to consult with you to see, kind of feel you out, see where you worked and all this other stuff, only to say, So-and-so can do it for me cheaper. Let me go over there. And then a year later or 2 years later, they come knocking at your door again because they want you to what? Fix it. Listen, I'm not a maintenance woman. I'm not the fix it chick, okay? I build shit. I grow companies. Cheap isn't always good. That's right, Julie. Did you guys see that picture I put up on my Facebook the other day, where the guy had the picture of the dragon with the wings or whatever, unicorn or whatever it was, and the person doing the tattoo made it look like a kindergarten drew it on his back? Cheap is not always better. You have to be willing to invest, because let me just tell you guys about me. You know, I do not sell on my scopes. My purpose of my scopes is to educate and inform, to help guide and motivate and touch somebody and move somebody to action to do what they need to do for their business. I'm not cheap. I'm not cheap. Matter of fact, my rates are about to go up. So yeah, they really are, because I'm starting to invest more into what I'm doing now. So yeah, the rates are going up. But it's not about, hey, Julie, hey, Courtney, hey, Christina, hey, Tiffany, hey, Tamisha, join my group for $99 a month, and I can guarantee you're going to make 7 figures. I make 7 figures. What's that face I just did? Come on, son. Everybody is uniquely individual. There is no one size fits all. What I feel the purpose or the benefit of those kind of group things, and like I do with Mastermind, Mogul Chicks Mastermind, the group thing is more mindset related. Mindset related. Now, no, wait. Mogul Chicks Chat is mindset related, but there's specific areas, specific topics that we work on, like how to prepare for a pitch for investment dollars and things like that, or how to identify the ideal investors for your company. The things you need to do to go international to expand your brand, things like that, specific tangible topics that we cover. We're not telling you how to build your mailing list. We're not telling you how to use Facebook to grow your audience. Nothing wrong with that. So please don't send me hate mail. To those of you who are watching the replay, do not send me hate mail because I said that. But when you get to a next level, when you're mentally and emotionally prepared to get to that next level in your company, all that stuff should be taken care of. You should have people working on that. You should have interns or part-time help, or your child or whoever, your teenager intern, whoever it is. You should have somebody working on that stuff for you, because you as the CEO needs to be focused on taking your company to the next level. What strategic partnerships do I need to form? What relationships do I need to strengthen? What companies do I need to go shadow and visit? Who do I need to have in my inner circle? What plans do I need to start making? What languages do I need to learn to move into other international markets? Those are the things that real CEOs and COOs and partners and presidents need to be focused on. Not how to increase my Twitter following. I delete that stuff when I get that. Because, listen, I have a very modest following, but it's cultivated and it's very grown over the years. I have over 12,000 Twitter followers. That's not by accident. That's not from some program. That's not by me constantly putting out content, because you guys know I'm not on there 24 hours a day. I'm on there for specific periods of time, like Shark Tank. What am I doing? I'm not clowning people. I'm putting out education. I'm trying to help the next person who's deciding, should I go on Shark Tank? Well, if you go on, have your stuff right. This is the stuff you need to know to be on Shark Tank. That's the kind of content that I put out there. And then if I get on a kind of a tangent about your value or your worth or your brand and relationships and customer experience and things like that, those are the things that I talk about. I'll put up links to my things, but I'm not bombarding people with that. People have grown to trust me through speaking engagements, through my writing, through my radio show. They've gotten to know me, and now through Periscope, they've gotten to know me better. You have to build that credibility, but you can't do that playing on Facebook all day or doing scope after scope after scope after scope. I was going to do this scope actually tomorrow, but I need my Sundays back. I love you guys, but I need my Sundays back to kind of decompress and just kind of, be at one and get in the word and do what I do. Today, I have a lot of web work to do. Yeah, I choose to. I can outsource that, but I have a specific vision in mind, and I'm working on that. So I said, why not? Let me give you guys a scope today, Why not? So, and I felt this on my heart and on my spirit, so I had to come and bring this up. So back to the big scary visions. I done went all off on another way. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Tab, I'm about to do you coming into my business school. So when I say about the big scary visions, yeah, they scare the shit out of me. They really do, guys, because I see like some Oprah level. Now, some of you on here already know, like the year before last, that's okay, Pep. You can't shake me. I'm not going to laugh. But a couple of years ago, I got a succession of phone calls from the Oprah Winfrey Network. Never connected because they always missed me. I don't know what it was. My phone was in the bag or I was in the shower, every time somebody called. Well, one day I called one of my mentors, and one of my mentors is the co-creator of the Style Network, the old Style Network that's no longer the Esquire took over. So I called her just to catch up. And by the way, sidebar, you need to have some influential mentors that are there. I told you guys, one of my mentors is the owner of a WNBA team. The other one is the co-creator of the Style Network. I got another mentor that's a legal counsel, chief legal counsel for Black Enterprise Magazine. So you got to be, have people who do better than you as your guide or your mentor. So anyway, and no, not me. But anyway, so I called her. I said, listen, Marta, I said, I'm cool, but guess what? Oprah Winfrey Network called me, and I laughed at it. And she was like, what? Why didn't you tell me that? When did it call? I said, about maybe 5-6 months ago. She was like, and you, hold on. So I'm thinking she going to get something or whatever. I'm sitting on the phone. I'm, doing whatever. Next thing you know, I hear hello. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here. And the guy on the phone goes, hello. And I'm like, what is she doing? So she's like, oh, this is Marta, blah, 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 and my good friend Adrian Graham is on the phone, da, 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 da. Somebody called her from your net from OWN. Are you guys casting for anything? And I'm sitting there like, oh, what the hell? What is she doing? And I'm trying to like mentally will her, hang up the phone. And that was me being in my fear because I wasn't ready. But guess what? When God says you're ready, you're ready. You have no say in the matter. You have none in the matter. And she was going on and on because you need to know her. If you haven't talked to her, blah, blah, blah. Can you help her? Da, 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 da. So that was like a whole like out of body experience for me because I always tell people Oprah's my mentor in my head. I love her as a businesswoman. That's my homie. But it was like, no, that's Oprah. I can't. And she was like, you need to stop. You need to invest in your greatness. You need to embrace your greatness. And I'm like, I'm a humble person. And it really is a little facetious for the person to tell you that they're humble. I don't like to say that, but I try to keep it humble. And I just kind of, if I feel it getting too close, I push it back. And that's what I mean about the big ass scary visions because my brain literally doesn't shut off. At night, I can get up at 3 a.m. and have an idea. My little black notebook is full with stuff. And there's a lot of stuff that y'all haven't even seen that I have on my mind. Hey, Elda. And it gets scary because it's like, I see this huge vision. Like, I see me, honestly, I could put this out there because y'all my people, so I don't care. I see me being part of network TV as an executive producer. I don't want to be on camera so much, maybe as a judge or something like kind of like how Marcus Lemonis. And for those of you who don't know what I do, picture Marcus Lemonis of The Prophet, but without writing the check. Yeah, I'm not writing no check yet. I'm not investing. The companies I work with, I help to fix them and to grow them and scale them. But yeah, kind of like I'm the female Marcus Lemonis, but without writing the check. So, and I'll be getting to angel investing later on this year, investing in companies. So anyway. And I look at these visions that I have. I want to be an executive producer or a host or a judge, on a show, something similar to like Shark Tank meets The Prophet. Let's see who has the best turnaround. Ooh, should I put that out there? Yeah, I can put that out there because you got to claim it. You got to name it and claim it. I see myself as having a nationally syndicated column because I love to write. I haven't been writing recently. I took a year off because I just haven't felt it. And I've been substituting with Periscope because I'm freer that way. Hey, CMZ, feel freer that way. Say what's on my mind. I see myself with a radio show. I do maybe on Sirius XM. Some of you guys know last year I started the whole Get Adrian on Sirius XM. Hey, good morning. Get Adrian on Sirius XM radio. I see myself giving back that way on radio to help other entrepreneurs who are struggling, who are like, okay, I'm missing something. I just don't get it. I can't make it click. And that's what I want to do, because there's so many failures, and I fail very publicly, because I don't care. I got to be transparent, because if you're not transparent, people won't trust you. And when you have a vision like that, you need as many people to trust you as possible, and then you need to be able to trust. So it's a two-way street. So it's not just, I need you guys to trust me. I need to trust in myself, and I need to be able to trust in other people to help me and guide me with my vision. See how that all works together? So, I see myself on the radio, on, TV in some way, helping other entrepreneurs to do it right. Do it right. Excuse my language, but screw all this bullshit that they have going on out here. I don't know about you guys, and listen, I don't judge. I'm not judging. My goal, I told you guys before, to be a $10 million company this year. Then I thought about it, and I told you guys about the conversation. Exactly, Elda. Oh, thank you, CMZ. I was just going off on a tangent yesterday. But my hope, my goal, I said, I want to be a $10 million company. So I was having a conversation with you guys on Periscope, and some of you were there. I think Courtney was there. And I said, no, you know what? Maybe it's by me saying that I'm actually blocking my blessing, and that God actually, what if he has $100 million vision for me, and I'm limiting what he's doing because I'm only saying I see me having a $10 million company. No, the sky's I'm not blocking my blessings anymore. So I'm working through that fear, and I'm wanting you guys to do the same thing. Work through that fear. If you see it, if it's on your heart, if it comes on your heart and it's in here, if here and here are matching, you better claim that. You better shout it. You better go outside, shout that from the rooftops, on the mountaintops, off your balcony, your deck, out on the beach, in the supermarket. I don't care. But you need to claim that. I'm not putting limits on me. I'm not putting limits, because if I'm sitting here asking for a $10 million year and God really had a $100 million year for me, who's losing? Me. Because I'm keeping him from doing it. That's right, Latrice. I'm keeping him from doing it. So, yeah, I'm claiming all of that. And for me to do that, I need to relocate and follow my dreams and go to LA. I love Florida. It's beautiful. It's peaceful. But I found myself comfortable here. I found myself in a comfort zone here. And being here keeps me sedentary. And that's not how I'm built. I'm not wired like that. So with everything I've been through over the last year and a half, 2 years, I let that kind of pause me. The brakes are off. There's no pause anymore. I'm going for it. And those who are with me are with me. Those who are not, get out the way, because my visions are big. Are they scary? Excuse my language. Fuck yeah, they're huge and they're scary. And a lot of the stuff that I've talked about, I haven't even shared with you. I have a lot of visions in me, and it's like I have this war. And tell me if you guys have felt this. I know, L-Dub, we talked about that. But if you guys have felt this, like your humility and your visions are at war with each other, does that make sense? If that makes sense, press one, guys, because I'm still trying to process it myself. I try to stay humble. I try to stay in my lane, but my visions are so freaking huge. It's like there's this thing inside me that's like, and it's hard sometimes, because that's who I am as an entrepreneur. See, a lot of you, good, yes. It's hard sometimes. That's why it's easy for me to default to comedy and to making jokes and stuff like that, and kind of distracting myself. So when I talk about people distracting you and things staying focused and in your lane, I distract myself because I'm afraid sometimes, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. I have a good cry. There are nights when I wake up at 3, 4 in the morning, not Mondays and Tuesdays, but there are nights when I wake up 3, 4 in the morning and I'm in tears, because it's like, God, why are you doing this to me? Why are you I'm not that person. I'm not the one, and I was reading Exodus the other day, and in the Bible, and it was like, I'm not Moses. I'm not leading people to the promised land and all that other stuff. But I related when he was like, why me? I'm not equipped for this. I can't do this. And every time I said that, I kept flashing back. Forbes magazine, MSNBC, Black Enterprise, Jet magazine, Financial Times, Essence magazine, Fox Small Business, on and on and on. And it was like, he was like, now what? Now what? How are you not equipped for that? And just like confirmation, if you guys went on my Twitter this week, what did you see? No, you can't pick my brain. My article from Forbes and my book have resurfaced. I told you, every couple of weeks, somebody puts it back up. It's new to somebody else every few weeks or so, or every month or whatever. And that was confirmation, like, child, look what you've done. You're still touching. I wrote that article in 2011, March 2011. The book was released in February 2012. People are still touched by my words. And when I thank people on Twitter and Facebook and all, humble thank you, gracious thank you for sharing my work and being affected by my words, that is from here. That is not a publicity stunt. That's not, and it's humbling because it's like, wow, I did that. People still, wow, and it was just a rant that I made. But people were feeling it and people still feel it. And I feel like whenever I see that article, it means my work is not done. My work is not done. There are still people that I have to affect in the world. There's still people I need to touch in the world. There's still people I need to help grow and build their businesses the right way. Because there's a lot of crap out there. And there's a lot of people that want to make your money. And you cannot make money by teaching people to teach people to teach people to teach people. That's a pyramid. I'm sorry. It is. There are a handful of good coaches out there. I don't have anything against coaches who have specific purposes and specific niches. But there's a lot of crap out there. And you got to, when you're new in business, you fall into that nonsense and you get so frustrated because you try one after another, and then you get to a point where you shut down and close off. And then, oh God, wait, this was something that was put out there by TD Jakes yesterday. Wait, I'm paraphrasing. Let me see if I can remember. He said something about you've been through it so much that when God gives you something real, you don't recognize it or you can't handle it. I think I tweeted that. It's like he gives it to you and you don't even recognize it. That's what it is. When he gives you something that's real or authentic, you can't recognize it. And that's where a lot of people are. And that's why a lot of small business owners get stuck. They get stagnant. They're like afraid to keep it moving. And they're like, I give up with this. I'm just going to go it on my own. That's fine. Educate yourself. Because listen, I'm not cheap. You can choose to invest in me if you want, but I will not work with people who up here are not ready and they're not at that point where it's like, screw it, let's do it. I'm ready. Balls to the wall, let's do it. I'm ready to make this work. I'm ready to make it happen. I don't do well with timid people as clients because I don't know if it's a gift or if it's a curse or whatever it is, but I have this ability. And other people can tell you that I'm not the only person. I don't like tooting my own horn. I have this ability to see other people's potential and envision things for them for their business, if that makes sense. I have that ability to do that. And when I see people putting the brakes on and hesitating and they're blocking their blessings and they're keeping themselves from greatness, I get extremely frustrated. And it's like I want to shake them. Like, do you not see the vision? Don't you see it? And it's not a vision where I overpower or overtake their vision. It's kind of an enhanced vision. Oh, thank you, Latrice. It's an enhancement. It's like, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. And this is like on a basic level. This is with my niece. My niece said, I want to bake. I love baking cakes. I want to work in a bakery. I said, why are you stopping there? I said, you can own a bakery. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. What? Do you know who your auntie is? Do you know who your auntie is? Don't ever say you can't do something as far as your business is concerned and knowing who your auntie is. So, and I saw it with her and I was like, you know what? Give it some time. She's going to learn how to decorate cakes and all of that. And true to form, by watching me, she started learning new recipes. She started learning how to do different things. She started learning how to eyeball measurements. It kind of came second nature to her, Another thing about my niece is only 18, okay? She has an amazing, incredible voice. Incredible. From the time she was a baby. Julie, Stephanie, incredible voice, my niece. And I used to love, when she came to visit, when she was downstairs and I was upstairs working, she would sing and I would just stop what I was doing to listen to her sing. So whenever I would like sneak downstairs, she would stop singing because she would get shy. And I said, well, what do you want to do? Well, I want to sing, but I don't want to sing in front of people. I'd rather sing by myself. And I'm like, girl, do you know what you could do with that voice? Not just sing and do songs or whatever, but you can do voices. You can do, there's a whole lot of different things you could do. And because she didn't have that confidence, she never pursued it. My baby can sing. Now, she get on my nerves. I tell her and the other one, that's the one I tell you, I call them vanilla and chocolate. That's vanilla. I tell both of them, they get on my nerves. But they're both so extremely intelligent and so extremely gifted. And yeah, Julie, you know how they are. That's my babies. They still get on my nerves. Those are my babies. But it's just trying to groom them and get them ready. Now the boys, my nephews, you guys see them the little rascals. They know what they want. They're going for it. But I see the same thing with like customers, with clients. They're like, I see what you're saying, Adrian, but I don't know if I'm the person who can do that. And then I get upset because I start thinking I say the same thing to God. It's like, no, I can't. Don't put that assignment on me. You got to learn to let it go. Pray on it. Whatever your religion is, pray on it. And have faith, because I firmly believe it. My youngest is 18. She wants a bakery business and she can sing also, but she's very quiet though. Sound like my niece. Well, see, my niece is not quiet. She's just shy when people are watching her entertain. That chick is a nut. But that's the whole other story. But it's when I see my clients putting the brakes on and limiting themselves, it's not because they don't have the capability to do it. It's because they're afraid. And I get upset because I know what it's like. Like I said, I've succeeded, I failed, I've succeeded, I failed publicly. Pep, we're going to get you on stage. We're going to get Pep so funny on stage, y'all, for real. She is hilarious. She don't understand. But it just frustrates me because I spent so much time and, real talk. Let's just be real talk here. Maybe just be like kind of, I guess, morbid or whatever here. But I lost my friend in December. This year, every time I turn on Facebook, somebody else has passed away. And we're not guaranteed tomorrow, y'all. We are not. I look at it, it's February. We're going into March. We're already almost through the first quarter of the year. It's like, damn, that went fast. What have I accomplished? And I look there and I kick myself sometimes. It's like, damn, I knew I should have did such and such and such. And it's like, wow, even during the week, wow, it's Saturday already? Where did my week go? Listen, I'm not like tip-top, perfect, healthy. I'm trying. I'm working on myself. But I'm learning to take every single day and ride that shit till the brakes fall off. That means taking risks, taking chances, following through on some of the visions that I had. Because the next thing you know, we're going to be sitting here talking about, damn, is it October already? Guarantee you, mark my words. October, we're going to be here in no time and going to be like, what? Are we still having the same conversation? I don't like to have the same conversation months later. So I've lost a lot of time, and that's purposely. I had to take time to heal. But now I'm like, pause is off. The brakes are off. I'm ready to do the damn thing. Whoever likes it, I love it. Whoever don't, thank you for your opinion. You don't belong on this train. So that's the kind of approach. If anybody, for people who are considered, because I've had lots of consultations and people are like, oh, I'm kind of scared to work with you. That's how I am. That's my no holds bar, my balls to the wall, kind of no nonsense attitude when it comes to working with me and even not even working with me, with growing your business. Sarah Blakely did not become $1 billion brand with Spanx just because she was on Oprah. Oh, no, because y'all don't see the work that went in before that. Remember, I served on a board with Sarah before she was $1 billion brand, before Oprah, okay? I know the work that it took. James Brown, to the day he died, he created his own blueprint. Beyonce, everybody talking about Beyonce. Yeah, you can debate her talent, whatever, but she's a hell of a businesswoman. And she got the right people. Here's the other thing. Oh, I'm glad I said this. I'm glad I brought this up. You gotta have your right team. Because guess what? Beyonce's not on Twitter all day. Beyonce's not periscoping. Beyonce's not on Facebook all day. but she bringing in the money. She bringing in the endorsements. When she drop a song, what do y'all do? Run and watch that song. Now, yes, I watched this last one and I did a scope about it because she kind of gave me permission to say, watch the paperwork. That's going to be my best revenge. You know, watch that paper. But it's like, my point in sharing that is there are different levels to this shit. Many of y'all are at that level too, where it's like, okay, it's time to turn some of this shit over to other people. Let me do what I'm God-given to do, my talents, what I'm supposed to be doing. Let everybody else handle the minutia. Y'all not hearing me? Thanks for the hearts. I hope y'all hearing me when I say this. Delegate. It's time to delegate and move on to the next step. You got to do it. You got to. You know, I've taken a whole lot of stuff on my plate that my assistant is like, Adrian, what are you doing? I'm like, no, I'd rather do it myself. She's been with me long enough that I'm comfortable and I know what she's capable of and she can handle it. But my fear is I don't ever want anybody whose first impression of me is social media or my website or whatever to feel that they have to go through these layers to get to me, that I'm inaccessible. And that they have to, you know, no, that's not who I am. That's not who I am or what I am. But better believe there has to be some conditions. I have to set some boundaries. And I finally, this year, I really not only get that, but respect that. You know, all right, there are friends that I have that are CEOs, like Amos Wimbush, who's, you know, tech CEO on Twitter, or, you know, CyberSyncs, he's one of the top 100 black-owned businesses and blah, 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 blah. Anybody else calls him, they got to go through his assistant and all that. One call, hey, it's Adrian. What's up, homie? And I'm like, and he's a multi-million-dollar brand. So there's some allowances that you make. There are people that I can pick up the phone right now. My mentor, Jenny Gilder from the Seattle Storm, she see my number. She's picking it up. That's not going to an assistant. You know, I'm calling her cell phone. I'm calling Amos's cell phone. You know, there are people that all I got to do is pick up the cell phone, call the cell phone, and I'm getting through. I don't have to call the 800 number or the office number or be routed through an assistant or whatever, because we've built that relationship. But best believe it's a client or something like that, or a vendor. Yes, you got to set those boundaries. You got to. You have to. Now, my No Sleep Squad, you guys know you always will have access to me, always. Except when it comes to business, then you got to, you know, make an appointment, you know. Nah, I'm kidding. But, you know, you have to, for your own sanity, you have to. You have to. And this is one of the things I'm trying to teach DJ Thump, for those of you who do know him, is he's so open and answering all email, all of this. I said, no, you're not going to do that anymore. They're not going to email your Gmail. They're not going to inbox you on Facebook. You are the CEO of your company now. You are the CEO of Thumpin' Entertainment. And as long as I'm consulting with you, you are not going to be as accessible, because then everybody and their mama is going to be coming up to you. Can you listen to my demo? Please listen to my demo. No, dude, you got things to do. You have an empire to build. You ain't got time. Ain't nobody got time for all that, for the chit chat and all of that. No. So, you know, that's where I'm at. And all of that I say to say that when you have those big ass scary visions, there are a lot of different things, a lot of changes that need to come about when you have those big goals and those big visions. First of all, you have to, my thing was, and I said this in a scope a couple of weeks ago, instead of praying to God for me to get a such and such $1 million company, my prayer has changed to, Lord, please prepare me emotionally, physically, mentally to be worthy of growing that kind of company. Because without it up here and without it feeling it in here, you just lip service. You just going with the motions. So I prepare myself by praying to be ready for that, because he's prepared me. I've been an entrepreneur since 1994. I should be prepared. But it's like, there are times when you have to keep relearning the same lessons over and over till you get it. Then you can graduate on to the next level. And I've been through that. And there's some areas where I'm still I got left back. Hey, Carla. You know, I feel like I got left back a little bit, you know, because I got to learn. I haven't learned yet. But pray for that guidance. Pray for understanding. Pray for wisdom. Pray for preparation, that you are ready, that you are worthy to own, run, manage that kind of company. Yeah, go ahead. You can share, Carla. This is a business scope. It's a mogul chicks chat, so it's not a funny scope. So go ahead. You can share if you want to. I'm about to wrap up anyway. But when you get those visions, embrace them. Embrace them. Don't hide from your. My girl Sarah, my sister, before she passed away, she told me point blank, stop hiding from your gifts. Stop hiding from your visions. You have so much to do. So much to. Oh, hold on. I'm about to start with the. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I get emotional when I talk about her because I miss her, and she's so right. But stop hiding your gifts. Stop hiding from your gifts. Stop downplaying your intellect. Stop dimming your shine to make other people feel better. You have gifts that God gave to you. Use them or lose them. Because when the opportunities open up, you don't know if those opportunities are going to come back again. And oh God, I hate it. Y'all got me all emotional. Can't stand y'all. Y'all got me emotional. Actually, that's probably Sarah pitching at me. But stop hiding from your gifts, man. Get out there. If you bake celebrity wedding cakes and you're the best damn celebrity wedding cake builder out there, you want to run your business, damn it, get out there and build your business. Build your foundation. If you are the best architect and you build kick-ass homes, high-level luxury homes, do it. Start that shit, because guess what? Tomorrow is not promised. It's not. I've learned that. Tomorrow is not promised. Get out there. I know you said study the person. Yes. Thank you, CMZ Bailey. She brought up a good point. I said yesterday, I said, instead of trying to study people's coaching programs and going through programs and all this other stuff, study the person. Study the person. There is a well-known coach out there who she's good. She's good. I think she's one of the pioneers for women entrepreneurs. But I never took her. I had her program through a friend. Quite honestly, it didn't apply to me. For someone else, maybe. But for me, where I was in my level of my business, it wasn't for me. But I studied the person. I studied what made her so effective. What made her, besides her marketing bling, that's what I'm going to call it. I'm not going to call it BS, because, that's the first thing that I'm going to default to. But her marketing bling, all that other stuff. And it was like, how did she get these people in this mindset? How? I want to know how. I want to know why. I don't want to know the what. I want to know the how and the why. And I don't need some blueprint or course or CDs or something to tell me this. I'm watching the person. So whenever I see somebody who's of influence, I watch them. I pay attention to them, how they interact, what their humility level is, what their skill sets are, where they excel, where they're gifted at, how they actually provide value, and how they actually have helped people. And here's a true sign of a coach that I feel, any coach, that I feel has not been worth the money that was paid. And this is no shade, okay? When they have testimonial after testimonial after testimonial, pay attention to this, and I want y'all to write this down, because some of y'all following me, and that's okay. I'm good with that. When they have testimony after testimony after testimony of, I was afraid, she changed my mind. I was afraid, but she made me see the light. She changed my mindset. She helped me get unscared. She helped me push through the fear and do it anyway. Okay. Fair enough. But what results were achieved for your business growth? Have you increased your revenue? Have you gotten a specific laser target customer audience? Not that you got a bunch of people on your mailing list. How many of the people that you need to be talking to, who need to hear your message, how many of those people have you actually reached? I don't want to hear that you have 100,000 people on your mailing list, because out of that 100,000 people, maybe 1,000 are paying attention, maybe 100 are thinking about buying, and maybe 5 are actually going to pull the trigger and make a purchase. I don't know about y'all. I don't have that kind of time. I'm not entertaining 100,000 people for 5 sales. No. So back to what I was saying. testimonial after testimonial about how this person made them feel all good and warm inside, and I found someone who understands me, and da 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 da. No, that's not the sign of a good coach. A therapist can help you do that. Right, exactly, Tamisha. You know, that's what a therapist can help you do. If that's your insecurity issues that you had to come out your shell. And listen, introverts out there, don't send me hate mail. There's nothing wrong with being an introvert, because there are days, for as comical as I can be, there is where I just don't want to, I shut down. I don't want to be bothered with people. But the point is, what really has your revenue increased? Have you really hit 7 figures? Listen, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. And this is something that I've told every single one of my clients, because it's one of the questions I asked in the very beginning. I asked them, what do you envision your ideal revenue to be in the first year of your business? The first 12 calendar months of your business. And if you tell me something like $250,000 or something like a 6-figure thing, that's right, Julie, you know, keep a job. Keep a job, because you can make 6 figures in a job and be comfortable. No, don't. What did I say? Don't put limits on yourself, because then you're blocking God's blessings for you. If you say, and I've had somebody say this to me, I'll be comfortable with $50,000, you know, like I made in my job. Really? Well, then you need to stay with a job. That's not a business. Because when I think business, first level is by yourself. You run it. You the cook, the baker, the bottle maker, the cleaner, the washer, the dishwasher, all of that stuff in one. When you move up, you start delegating that stuff, and you start bringing on people, your team. You know, and I know a lot about recruiting and teams and all that. Just look me up on Google. You can see my history. You get a team. That's level 2. Level 3, you should be handing the reins over. You should have your business system should be so down pat that you can have anybody coming in to step in your shoes and do whatever it is that you do, while you focus on expanding the brand, growing the business, going international, getting distribution, getting on shelves. Should I go on? Do I need to go on? That's when you're at that next level. So what I work with is those people who are in between level 2 and 3, who are like, okay, I'm ready to bring on people, but I haven't yet, but I want to bring on people and kind of break this down so that I'm not killing myself, but I'm still looking at that next level, that Oprah level. Yeah, Oprah works her ass off. She busts her ass, and she's in the studio every day, all day. I bet she leaves at 4 a.m. But guess what? Oprah ain't running Facebook ads. Oprah's not meeting with media buyers for the station. Oprah's not screening talent. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, guys? It's simple, but it's not easy. It's work. It's hella work. And when you get to a point where you can pick and choose who you work with, and I comfortably like to say that's where I'm at, then you know you're on your way. What did I say a couple of weeks back? There's 3 different types of people. They're bosses. Anybody can be a boss now. A boss is all about me, me, me. I can do, I do this, I did, I made, I have, I am. Then you have moguls. Moguls are people who create opportunities for themselves and other people. Yes, I'm a mogul. And then you have power brokers who affect change. And just by sheer nature of their inner circle, and I stole this one from my friend Jay. The only thing, she applied it to moguls. I'm applying this to power brokers. She said a mogul is someone whose inner circle has a global impact. I challenge you, Jay. I love you. I love you, Jay Stone. Follow Jay Stone, y'all. JAISTONE. I challenge you. A power broker is a person who has a circle, who has global influence. They make shit happen. I'm just saying. So do you want to be a boss? Do you want to be a mogul? Or do you want to be a power broker? I'm somewhere between mogul and power broker. Because, yeah, I still feel that I have a lot of growing to do. And still have a lot to go, a lot of places to go. But, yeah, when you look at my inner circle, yes, I'm not afraid to say it. My inner circle, who, by the way, does not go to Secret Guard Radio, does not clown around with me on Periscope, and don't do all these things that I do, these fun things that I do. They're going to banquet awards, and they're going to, global initiative awards and things like that. The people in my inner circle, like my business inner circle, my ride or die for my business, those people affect global change. Kelly Hoey, look her up. Jenny Gilder, look her up. Lorianne Douglas, look her up. I can go on and on and on. These are people who, they may have a presence on social media, but they're affecting global change. Amos Wimbush, another one. I'm so proud of my brother. Oh my God, the stuff that he's doing in Africa right now, look him up. Amos Wimbush the third. Look him up, y'all. Wayne Sutton, look him up. These are people in my inner circle. Susan Solovic, inner circle, who I don't have to speak to them for months at a time, but if I am in need, I'm like, hey, Susan, hey, Amos, hey, Kelly, what you need? No questions asked, no expectations in return. Of course, I always pay it forward and pay it back, but that's my point. I've ranted and went on a long time. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah. But I hope you got something from this scope today, because if it pushed you to tackle those big visions, if you were inspired by me sharing that, hey, I get scared. I have big ass scary visions, but I'm going for that shit anyway. Life is too short. I don't want, God forbid, something to happen to me. God willing, I still got another 80 years on this world. I don't want to be in 20 years from now like, man, I should have did this, or I could have done, but I was afraid. Good. Thank you, CMZ Bailey. I don't want to be that person that says, that should have been me. That could have been me. Listen, I'm going to be straight up, and this is no lie. This is God's on hand to the man. When I started out in my first business, I was doing recruiting. We didn't have Monster and Job, Career Builder and all those other things. And I sat down and I mapped out something similar to Career Builder. Career Builder was the first official job board that came out on the market. And I was like, yeah, we should have something online. Because us small people, the little people, we didn't have that. We had to really be resourceful and really, really scour the internet and stuff to find things. When careerbuilder.net came out, no, it was called headhunter.net is what it was before it was Career Builder. I was pissed. Because I was like, damn it, that was me. I came up with that idea. But guess what? I thought because I was a small-time player, nobody would listen to me. Nobody was going to listen. The little girl from New York, the girl that was born and raised in New York City, in the Bronx, in the projects, who going to listen to that? I've learned to stop being afraid. I'm going to put it out there because guess what? Somebody is going to value that eventually. I'm just saying. So, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all you guys. I love you guys for supporting me and being there for me. You can check out my website at empowerme.org. Set up a discovery session. I can talk to you. Don't know if I'm the one to work with you, but I will talk with you. Info@empowerme.org is my email. talentdiva on Twitter. Thank you, Pep. So funny. You're awesomer. You gonna get on the stage, woman. We're gonna get you on stage. talentdiva on Periscope and Twitter, obviously, and my name all across LinkedIn, Google+, Facebook, YouTube. That's me. YouTube is actually, I'm under my name on YouTube. See some of my old videos that are up there, some of my old things. And then, catch.me/talentdiva to see all of my old catches that I've done from back in, I think, September, October, whatever it was. I don't know. So, but thank you guys, and maybe later I'll do a silly scope, but right now I'm feeling like really in my feelings right now, and I got to get to work, and I got to get back on Busy's Place. So make sure that y'all go to the Busy's Place, BIZYSPLACE on Facebook. You're welcome, Tamisha. Make sure y'all tell your friends. I'm cool people. I like to laugh and joke, but I'm serious about my business. So I will catch you guys next time. It's a beautiful day, and Jose Cuervo is looking to go out. So I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace out, y'all. Bye.